DC here. Hi guys and gals. Well, it's going to be a little vlog in the house, and I'm even going to combine it to make a beer vlog. Anchor Steam beer. And let's see, it's from San Francisco. So, West Coast Brewery. Opening it with my trusty Kansas City Boulevard bottle opener. And let's just see. It's got a nice color to it. Nice golden copper color. Looking nice. Looking good. Okay, let's try it. It's nice. It's nice. Maybe very mild. So it's not like strong like an IPA or something like that. Not at all. Very mild. Maybe very mild citrus tones. Yeah, very mild. It's nice. It's something that if somebody doesn't like, let's say a stronger ale or what, like I think they would like this one. It's not quite as poignant, if I could say. It doesn't grab you as much. So it's a nice drink. It's something that changes from the beers that I would usually buy over here, which are just normal standard beers. Actually, the beer we buy mostly is an Austrian beer, but I would almost go and say it's a no-name. It's something from Aldi, but it's pretty good. Okay, so no real beer vlog, just a beer appreciation, put it that way. Yeah. So what's going on? Well, right now I've got some I bought a bread machine the other day. Talking about Aldi, there was a bread machine for 30 Swiss francs. 30 Swiss francs with the going rate right now of the of the dollar, the Canadian dollar, I guess was, goodness sakes, it's probably like 25 bucks. So I thought, like, what can I lose? It's a big sucker. I mean, it's not a small thing. I made one. I put it to the test right off from the beginning. I took 750 grams of my dinkelberries, or the wheat, but I mean really the grains, and made my homemade stone ground wheat flour. And that is heavy stuff, so to say. I mean, you know, it's got the whole grain in there. And put it through the recipe, and it did a pretty good job. Frankly, I was surprised. It might have needed a little bit more yeast than what the recipe says, because that's often the case. I just followed basically what the booklet said, and the next time I'll adapt it. But it made a very good, I was very surprised, very good bread. And like I said, it was like 25 bucks. Right now I'm trying something else. Bread that's made with milk and egg and butter, and we'll just see. With actually in this case more standard flour. Just trying things. But having said that, I was very impressed. Anyway, so what is 25 bucks? I mean, if it didn't work, well, I would have wasted it. But if I hadn't, you know, I've tried actually I've borrowed some fancy bread machines and was not always impressed. So anyway, you know, that's it. Aside from that, I mean, I was telling you the last time I think I vlogged about probably ordering a camera, and I did. I ordered it from Amazon Canada. It was a kit, so basically there's the camera, there's a few lenses in there, and a whole bunch of little stuff. I mean, like remotes and tripods and monopods and lens filters and extra batteries and so on. And I mean all that put together, and I actually added a couple lenses, real lenses, to the whole package, and it comes out to about the same price or even a little bit less than it would here in Switzerland for just the camera and the lenses and the lens. So it's a good deal. That's thanks to the fact that the dollar has dropped, or the Swiss franc has become stronger. I was mentioning that the last vlog. So yeah, as a private person, I'm profiting from it. I'm having it delivered to my sisters, so it'll be there. Excuse me. So it'll be there on time when I will be going over. Yeah. So that was the next thing I was going to add on. We're having a funny little situation, like Mrs. DC. We're not traveling together this year. We're not even taking Canadian trips at the same time. Mrs. DC wanted to go to Canada when they would be making the maple syrup, or at least in the beginning of that part of the season. So she'll be going early March. And that is, well, with the winter the way it's going now, I hope she'll get to there, or maybe they'll use old syrup because the sugar cabins, as they call them, they make the cabane à sucre in French. They make these parties, so to say, sugar parties with all the meals and all the, a bit like it was many years ago. I say a bit because it's become very more commercial. And she really wanted to go see that. But I mean, that's still winter. I didn't feel like going there. And but at the same time, her sister, the one that came over, is it 2 years ago now? Well, actually, yeah, a year and a half ago. Now she will be taking some time off, so Mrs. DC will be visiting family a little bit, and we'll be having time, over there with the family. And she's staying some like 2 weeks. I had a week vacation coming up in May, mid-May. Now, by the way, before anybody says, don't you guys take vacation together? Yes, we will, but it'll be in September. That's when we take our big vacations. We each have 6 weeks vacations. Yes, that's Europe, at least in Switzerland. And so, yeah, we are each doing a little thing on our own side. And I'm going over in mid-May, and I will, if things go as planned, because things can always change, I'm planning on doing a little road trip. And my sister will come along with me. And I won't say more than that for the moment. Things will clarify themselves as they go along. But a little road trip. I intend to do a little bit of geocaching. I say a little bit because my time is short. I've got like 10 days. Yeah, do I? Yeah, just barely. Just barely. Probably 9, actually. So I've got to move. And basically, I want to take a few days to visit the family and then go off with my sister for the road trip, come back. So, we'll be doing a modest number of geocaches, that's for sure, if we want to fit it all in. But I'm not saying yet where. We will, like I say, I'll talk about it when the time comes. So yeah, those are things that are coming up. And what else? Well, there might be a few trips with work coming up before long, but I can't talk about them yet. I'll be able to once I'm there. Maybe back to Ireland, whatever. We'll see. Anything else? Well, new contact lenses. I think I mentioned that I did actually a while back, but they make contact lenses now with the variable strength. I don't know in what it's actually called. It's not like, basically it's old people glasses, but in contact lenses. So I've been going over like the last month almost, trying different lenses. Like we tried the strength on one, basically futzing around to get the system right, because they've got like the center. The way it works is somehow the center of the lens is more for Probably seeing close up. I can't remember. And around it for seeing far away, or the other way around, actually. Probably the other way around, actually. And my left eye is quite a bit weaker than my right eye. So to get everything to fit in together, it's actually quite a challenge. But I was quite happy because the optician that I have, the lady, is really kind of like into it. She says, "I want to get the right lenses for you." And then I've had contact lenses for, geesh, early teens, really early teens. So it's a long time. I'm not a young guy anymore. So I mean, that is a long time. Geesh, that's like over 40 years of, yeah, close to 45 years of contact lenses probably. Yeah, so I mean, I'm kind of a veteran, but once you've had contact lenses, and if you have, and you can get along with them, you don't want to have anything else. I mean, like with the Kohl glasses, no, you know how they fog up. There's no problem with contact lenses. Doing sports and everything, that's perfect. What is a pain with contact lenses are water sports, but since I'm not a water sport person, as some of you know, I mean, it doesn't really matter. So is that about it for the moment? I guess it is, yeah. I mean, maybe we've got for our place, actually I gotta check how much, I mean, talking, long time I bet. Oh, geez, 11 minutes. DC, signing off. Take care, everybody, and I'll be back.